Out this, I believe yesterday or the day before, something like that. Uh, there's an a cappella group. I forget what state it was, but they have pulled the song "Kiss the Girl" or "Kiss the Girl," "Kiss the Girl," "Kiss the Girl," the Little Mermaid one where Eric is in a boat with Ariel, and they have pulled it because I guess they're deeming it toxic masculinity or something like that. It's inappropriate. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, wow, they banned Rudolph, the Red-Nosed Reindeer movie, from the little claymation one, the old school one, from I don't know what state, because something about bullying. I was like, all right, whatever. You know, people are obviously finding everything and anything to complain and like cry about. They banned a "Baby It's Cold Outside" song from a couple states. Now that one I can understand. I always thought that was kind of a creeper song, but whatever. But that got banned too because the same thing. It promotes. That one I can understand though, but now this song, the "Kiss the Girl" song. Now I could see, with the Me Too movement and the manhunt for everything and anything that, is deemed toxic and just go at it. But let's be real here. Okay. They're talking about toxic masculinity and all that stuff. But let's get it straight here. Boy Eric was chilling by, minding his own business. After he got saved by Ariel, he was like, okay, I want to find that girl, with the singing voice. But he kind of had that attitude where it's like, if I find her, I find her. If I don't, I don't, whatever. Big deal. Ariel was the one that went out of her way, above and beyond, gave up her voice and everything, to stalk this boy. And to make it happen with him. To get that kiss. Now, when I remember that scene, I'm like, okay, you guys are talking about toxic masculinity. You're going to call Eric out on this. And, Disney, I don't know. Let's call out the other side of that coin then. You got this chick that's been stalking this dude, found her way, now she's living with him in the castle. Dude doesn't know that's her. So before anyone goes like, well, he was looking for that girl and that happened to be her. It's like, well, he didn't know that. This girl's mute. Some weird stalker chick that can't talk shows up and, mind you, nearly kills him before that little boat ride on that horse carriage when they fly over that cliff thingy. And, she's giving him these bedroom eyes and like, really wanting to get that kiss. And boys over here like, man, it's kind of weird. And next thing you know, you got singing fish, a singing crab with a Jamaican accent over here on the side. That weird seagull with that nasty voice. And everyone's like pressuring this guy to kiss that girl. Like, it's like, well, what about him? What about Eric? This dude's getting harassed to kiss some random chick he doesn't even know. And that chick's all for it. She's all leaning in and everything. It's like, bro, I guess fine. I'll kiss this chick. And the two ugly moral eels, man, they knew what's up. They're like, nah, man, we don't stand for this harassment. We're gonna save this kid. And they rocked the boat and like, disrupted the whole scene. But that's how I see it. I mean, everything and anything. So it's kind of like they're just gunning for everything to just go at people with the kind of like the Kevin Hart and the tweets from 2009, 2008, something like that. 10 years ago, 9 to 10 years ago. You're digging up stuff from back then. It's like, okay, I know that I'm not the same person today that I was when I was in my early 20s or when I was 15. So, and he's a comedian. So I read that one text about, smacking his kid over the head with a toy and saying, stop that, that's gay. You do realize he's a comedian. I'm sure he's not going to smash a toy over his kid's head. He was joking around. But, it was acceptable back then. If you didn't cry about it back then, what's the point of crying about it now, 10 years later, you're digging up stuff to, like, just mess with this dude? He's apologized once, I guess. And the Oscars or whatever award wanted him to apologize again. And he was like, no, you know what? If I don't get to do the show because of this, whatever, I don't get to do the show. I'm not going to apologize again for this crap. I've really, this is getting ridiculous now that it's a damn witch hunt. So now I'm afraid to even fart in public if I need to because I might offend someone. God forbid I have to like let one rip and someone say, oh, God, that's some toxic behavior. You know, I'm offended by that. You know, it's getting to a point you better watch what you tweet. You better watch what you post on Facebook, on Instagram, on all that. Because if, like, let's say down the road you do make it big in anything, man, someone's that just out of spite, out of hate, out of nothing better to do, they're gonna dig some stuff up, twist those words around, and just like come at you with it, and it's gonna wreck you. And that's where we're at right now. So, but back to the Little Mermaid. It's like, man, you know, leave Boy Eric alone. leave that song alone. If anything, he's one of the two from the Snow White, Sleeping Beauty, Cinderella, Little Mermaid. He's one of the two prince that I say deserves a medal, because that fool fought for his princess. I mean, took on this giant octopus lady with a boat, killed her, and you got Phillips, the only other one that I can think of. That fool fought a sorceress dragon for his princess. So I mean, if anything, they earned their princesses. They fought for them. But yeah, man, it's like, you know, dude was being harassed and peer pressure to kiss some random chick. He was minding his own before Ariel showed up. You know, so I don't know how it's toxic. Let's flip it, okay? Ladies, quit harassing guys. You know, quit stalking guys. You know, quit like getting your crab buddy to sing and force this guy. You know, peer pressure him to kiss you. It's sad, because like, I'm all for the ladies. Don't get me wrong. I'm all for women's rights and all that. What I'm not for is these fat Lindas that are, you know, have nothing better to do. They're probably single. They just hate men and call themselves feminists and, like, you know, claim they're fighting for women's rights, when all it is, they're just PO'd and, you know, they're miserable. They got nothing better to do in life, and that's what I'm not for. I don't support those groups. I support women's rights and, you know, and all that stuff, and that's fine and dandy, but let's not confuse, you know, this side with this side and just merge it all together. That's like saying, I don't know, because Scarface is a coke dealer, a cokehead, and this guy was a drug lord. All Cubans are. It's like, no, let's not. You know, you got your Cubans that do sell coke. You got your Cubans that don't. So let's not, you know, group them all together. So let's not group the angry, you know, we hate men group. Let's not confuse those with actual, you know, feminists and, you know, fighting for women's rights and, you know, equality. Like, let's not confuse those two, because one's a group of monsters that have nothing better to do and hate their lives and try to just make everyone's lives miserable, and the other one's actually fighting for something. So I mean, that's just my thoughts on that. I thought it was hilarious, you know, banning that. I'll leave an article, link to the article in the description. Yeah, if you want to give your thoughts on that, you know, go ahead and read the article. Give your thoughts in the comment section. Yeah, that's all there is to that. Well, it's Friday, so you guys have a good weekend, a good rest of the day, and see you next video. Bye.